hardcore at the beats now.
Nation, it is time to get the party started with a dynamic warm-up. You ready, Cynthia? All right, we have 5 exercises, 1 minute each. Our first exercise is going to be the T-spine windmill. So lie down on your back. We're going to bring the knees up, bend at 90 degrees, arms extended. Drop the knees to one side within your range of motion. Bring it back to center. Drop it to the other. Keep alternating for 60 seconds. Our second exercise will be the hip rocks. This is going to be 30 seconds each side. Tabletop position, extend one leg out to the side. Drive the hips back, opening up the hips, stretching the quad, the hamstrings, and the adductors. 30 seconds on one side, switch to 30 seconds on the other. Our next exercise will be the bear plank to pike. So we're gonna get into a tabletop position, knees are elevated up on the toes. Drive the hips up, stretching through the hamstrings and the low back, right back to your set position. And our next exercise.
Notice that her shoulders never move from over top of those wrists. It's not a front to back, it's a hips up.
To one side, drive the hips back, bring the feet back together. Same thing on the other side. Our final exercise, the jump rope. Imagine you have a jump rope in your hand.
If you haven't started your watch already, go ahead and do it.
That rope. We can reduce the range of motion or pause if we need to for options. Let's get ready to rock and roll.
1 round through, let's go. Come on. Sorry. I just gotta mute that stupid. There we go. Keep moving. I'll find the right time. You guys are doing awesome. T-spine windmills. There we go. We'll have about 30 seconds. So work on keeping the shoulders down to the ground. Don't let those shoulders roll from side to side. We want to keep ourselves safe through the lower back. Just about 10. Keep those knees at 90. Don't let everything collapse. And roll it over. We're going to extend one leg out. If you want to pick that right leg, that's perfectly fine. We're going to drop back towards that left heel and shift it forward. I'll let you know when we're switching sides. And switch legs. Five seconds. There you go. We got that bear plank to pike. So what we're going to do is start in that all-fours position, shoulders stacked right over top of those wrists. Tuck the toes underneath and lift the knees up off the ground. Lifting through the hips and bringing it right back down. It's not a front to back. It's a straight up and back to the ground. There's too much on those wrists, we can always take those hands, make fist for wrists instead. 30 seconds down, 30 seconds to go. In 10. Alternating lateral lunges. Begin. Keeping that chest up, pressing through the outside of the foot to make sure those glutes are activating. I'm gonna raise you guys up. I didn't put my desk all the way up top. There you go, friends. There you go. Nice, outcast. Drive deep into that hip. There you go, Coach Shani. You have about 15 seconds. Then we're moving into that jump rope, whether it is a real jump rope or is a pretend jump rope in 3, 2, 1. Let's jump. Again, this is the one where we're getting that heart rate up. This is the last minute of our warm up. Terrible jump roper. Remember, you get better by practicing those things. Things we don't like to do. 30 seconds. You got 15. Ow, I just whipped myself. 5 seconds. And relax. Nice job. Let's go ahead and chit chat about block number 1 of 5. So again, we've done all of these at least once. I don't know why they're calling it block number 3. Probably because they didn't change it from that last one. So we're going to go into a lateral shuffle. They have object to object. You can use a line on your floor. You can just say, I'm going 3 steps this way and 3 steps the other way. Either way, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of recovery. We're then going to find ourselves moving into those power skips, driving that knee up, exploding up off the ground. If we need to, a little less impact, right here. Any questions on the 2 moves? 4 rounds through, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of recovery. We got 4 minutes in this block in 3, 2, 1, begin, lateral shuffle. Again, whether you actually have an object or not, it's fine. Maybe your lateral shuffle is one end of the couch to the other. Try to avoid bouncing, keeping that torso low. And rest. And power skips, knees drive up. Again, if we're not skipping today, we can drive that knee up instead. Power march. We got 5 seconds. And rest. We got 10 seconds of rest. That's 1 round down. We're gonna do 3 more rounds just like that. Let's get low and shuffle. Reaching down to touch the ground adds a little bit more cardio, but remember, we're not standing all the way up in between. And rest. We got 10 seconds. Two, 1, power skips. Again, too much today on that knee. We can always just find it in a power march. We got 5. And rest, breathe once more, guys. 2 rounds down. Means we're halfway through this cardio block number 1. Begin. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Keep the booty low and the chest up. Don't rock into those toes. Sit way back in those heels. And rest, 10 seconds. Breathe it out. Coming into that next power skip. 2, 1, begin. Come on, halfway. And done, rest, rest, rest. This is it, guys. We got one more round. That means less than a minute of work, just 40 seconds. We get to break that up with a big old rest. In 2, 1, begin. Shuffle. Remember, we are not reaching down with the chest. Keep that chest up and tall. Sit it back and shuffle. Squat. Shuffle. 2, 1, and done. We got 10 seconds to rest. Then we'll find one more round of the power skips and we'll move on to block number 2. And begin. Five seconds. And rest. We got 10 seconds and we'll talk about block number 2. Block number 2, we're revisiting. Once more, it is, I don't remember what day it's from though. 10 minutes. We're going to count our reps. We'll start with some core and we'll move through a low row. So what's going to happen here is we're going to need one medium weight or object. Our first exercise, we'll go ahead and watch it to review. Bear plank to knee tap to push up. Boop. Boop. You remember this one? Sucked way more than we thought it would. Lots of steps. If we need to, we can tap those shoulders instead. We got 5 total. We're then going to move into our wood choppers. Holding on to that dumbbell, we're going to twist through the torso. So we call them wood choppers. This isn't really the motion in which we chop wood. Let's think golf swing. Imagine that down at the bottom, we were starting with the beginning of our swing and taking it up through the core. You're not pressing, you're twisting. Protect your lower back by pulling the belly button way in. Plank pull through with low row. You're going to pull it across, pull the elbow into the body, pull it across, pull the elbow into the body. If you need to, we take it down to the knees, 5 on each arm. Last exercise, we are going super people. Lift those legs, lift those arms. Remember, we're reaching with the back of the knees, not with the heels. Don't get that leg kick. Use the muscles of your posterior kinetic chain. 10 minutes of fun. Questions? Let's begin. Bear plank to knee tap to push up. Remember, if we're counting, let's pick to count those push-ups. Once we get that 5th push-up, we're all finished. Woo! Wood choppers. Remember, it's not a bend and press. It is a rotation. Arms stay straight, elbows not locked. We are going to pivot and pivot. We switch sides, we go ahead and switch which legs pivots. Remember on that plank pull through to row, it is not about the row and the pull through. It's all about keeping your body locked. The wider those feet are, the more stable the base. If we need to, we open it up. Man, the basement is warm today. Into Superman or Superwomen. We're lifting with the back of the knees, not with the heels. Don't just kick those legs up. Squeeze everything in the middle. Oh, I should have stayed down on the ground. Oops. No, Leah, I always want to step my hands forward too. So confusing. Nice, Christina, nice. Christy, I'm okay with it if you want to jump it in and out. I don't judge. I started doing the same thing. I was like, I can't remember which foot goes where. If I jump, I'm fine. Cece, as you come down, don't let your shoulders round. Keep that pinch in between, okay, hon? There you go. I know it's early. That's why I'm here. We're just about halfway through the block, guys. A minimum of 2 rounds is what we're looking for. Awesome, you guys. We got just about 4 minutes left in the block. Making sure we're using control. It was all sneaky core here stuff here, guys. We have just about 3 minutes left. Two-minute warning. Awesome, guys. Again, a minimum of 2 rounds through. We're coming up on just about 90 seconds. Let's see how far we can get through the block while still maintaining good form. Last 60 seconds. Let's use all of these seconds to our advantage. Remember to breathe, guys. Less than 30 seconds. Come on, team. We're coming up on the final 15. Two, one, and done. Block number 3. 4 minutes, 2 exercises. Can we guess what we're doing? Tabata style, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of recovery. We have that 1.5 jump squats. If you didn't do them with me last week, let's watch. It is a full jump squat with a pulse in the middle. Having trouble with that jumping, that's okay, tippy toes your option. Having trouble with that rhythm, that's fine, just jump squat the whole time, I don't care. Reverse lunge to hop, knee drives up. First round through, we're gonna start with the right foot planted. Second round, we'll do left foot planted. 10 seconds of recovery, 4 rounds through. Any questions, guys? Let's begin. Oh, come on. Stop talking. There we go. So again, you have a pulse squat in the middle, a little time under tension, little muscles working. I guess those are those big muscles in your quads as opposed to those little ones. And rest, 10 seconds to breathe. That left leg is doing the work. Plant that right foot, reach it back, and hop it up. Begin. Having trouble with the hop? Take it right here. Having trouble with that lunge, because we've done a heck of a lot of them, I'm not gonna get mad if you come to a single leg deadlift to a kick instead. There you go, guys, keep it up. 2, 1, and rest. We're gonna take 10 seconds of rest, and we're going to that 1.5 jump squats again. 1 round down, 3 rounds to go. And begin. Five. And rest, we got 10 seconds. So now we're gonna plant that left foot, right leg's doing the work. And go. Well, maybe doing the moving. Left leg's doing the work. Remember that lunge back, we're stepping and lowering. We're not just reaching and falling. Last 5. And relax. There's some icing in my future today. 5 seconds. 1.5 jump squats. Five seconds. And relax, we got 10 seconds, guys. This is round number 3. That means only one more time with those 1.5 jump squats. We're gonna plant that right foot and that left leg is gonna be moving. 2, 1, begin. Stepping back, knee forward. Again, no jump, knee drive instead. Rest. We do have one more round. That means 40 seconds of work. Here in block number 3. Then we just have 2 more blocks. Not a whole lot of time. We'll get through it. Begin. 1.5 jump squats. Belly button in. No arch back. Last ones we're doing. And rest. We have 10 seconds. Plant that left. Let's take the right for a walk. And begin. Come on, guys. Come on. We're more than halfway through. 5 seconds. And rest. 10 seconds of rest, then we'll begin block number 4. Block number 4 is going to be 8 minutes long. We are looking lower body with a strength and endurance focus. Okie dokes. So one medium object. I know why they say medium. It's going to be a heavier, I'd like it to be a little heavier object. Single leg deadlift and a sumo squat. So single leg deadlift, hinging it over, holding on with both hands, or if we're gonna hold on with only one hand, you hold on with the hand that goes back. So left leg is back, hold on to the weight in the left hand. If we need to, put the toe down, we'll take it right there. 12 reps sumo squats. This is why I want it to be a little bit heavier. Maybe you grab onto double dumbbells, the partner of that single leg deadlift. We're then gonna find ourselves after 12 reps, everybody's favorite pop jacks. Replace those hands with those feet, explode forward, chest comes up, booty's low. Having trouble with that range of motion, we can always stand it up taller. Having trouble with that jump, we can always walk it instead, 12 repetitions. Moving on down the line. If you guys didn't get to do this before, when we did it, or if you haven't done it with me, good luck, Godspeed. So we're gonna hold the hips up, tall, up, walk those heels out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Excuse me. Finding yourselves all the way out and all the way in is 1. We're going 12 in total. If we need to, we leave those hips ever so slightly lower down, or we just take it into a bridge. 8 minutes here, 12 reps all the way around. Let's begin. So again, I don't care if you hold on to one weight or 2 weights for that single, or hold on with 1 hand or 2 hands for that single leg deadlift. But if we're holding on with 1, it is the leg that moves. So with weights in the right hand, the left leg or the right leg is going to shift back. The left leg is going to hold ourselves stable. 12 on one leg, 12 on the other. Keep the hip pointing down to the ground. Keep the toe pointing down to the ground. Feel that left butt cheek and hamstring start to tire. We're not locking the knees, not holding on to the ground for dear life. So on each. Again, it's a little more endurance concept here, guys. But if you have the opportunity to challenge yourself with some weight, why not? The difference between sumo squats and regular squats is that toe placement. Remember, in sumo squat, toes are out wide. In a V or a Y position, because we want to work on squeezing through those inner thighs and the outside of the butt cheeks. You guys are doing awesome. 12 pop jacks will get that heart rate back up. Then we'll get into those bridge walkouts. Hey, Luca. Hey. Nice, Bev, nice. Bridge walkouts. Nice, nice, nice. We're more than halfway through this block already. And lots of sneaky core work. You know how Orange Theory likes to hide that in there. Keep moving, keep grooving. Woo. We're working on stretching those hamstrings extra good at the end of class, I promise. Hey, Aaron, be careful about letting that leg kick out. Work on keeping the leg straight and the hip down. Think about leading through the back of your knee as opposed to with your heel, okay? There you go. Control. Like it, like it. There you go, Carrie. 30-second warning, guys, and then we have just one more block. We'd be close. And rest, guys. Come here for the final block. 7 minutes and 45 seconds. Let's think of just shy of 8 minutes. 3 exercises through. We're gonna need that chair, couch, or stool. Round number 1 is gonna be 1 minute work. Round number 2 is gonna be 45 seconds. Round number 3 will be 30 seconds. Let's talk about those exercises. We got those hop overs, that side to side hop with the hands on the bench. Find ourselves moving and grooving through. If we need to, we can step it instead. Exercise number 2. Ooh, wrong thing. How do I get it to come back? Hold on. There you go. Woo. Man, I must be figuring out this technology at this point. Tap squat. This is going to be like a base pace, coming back into that challenging but doable space. We then are going to find ourselves moving into that incline running man, or knees to the elbows. Christy, if you don't want to use that bench to tap, that's perfectly fine. I understand. Just go range of motion, okay? So guys, if we don't have anything to lean against, you can always use the floor, your own range of motion. 1 minute of work, 15 seconds of recovery. In 3, 2, 1, begin. I'm sorry, 30 seconds at the end. So we're working our way through 1 minute hop overs, 1 minute tap squats, 1 minute of those incline running mans. Hop it, hop it, hop it. "30 seconds. I may be wrong. No. Side to side. We're thinking about that dry hop over. Can you kick your heels to your butt? There you go. Keep it up. Last 5. And tap squat. Turn around. Tap that booty. Again, if we need to sit down for a little recovery in between, that's fine. First 15 seconds of this base should suck. Like, suck bad. It's what we kind of do. Find that challenging but doable space and challenge yourself to hold on to it. If it were walking recovery, we'd be just walking. But we're squatting instead. Doesn't have to be a quick squat. Just need to keep that heart rate, in theory, in the green. If we're wearing our monitors, even better. You got 15 seconds. We'll have 1 minute of that incline running man. Sit it back, weights in those heels. The bench will catch you if you fall. And running man straight into him. Try those knees up. It should feel like an all out, guys. By that 30-second mark, you need to be really uncomfortable. Pull that belly button in. We're halfway through. "15, and then we'll rest, I promise. Last 5. They get shorter from here. 2, 1, and done. You have 30 seconds to breathe. I suggest walking it out. Don't just stop and stand there. Maybe do a little lap around the living room. Don't go too far away. But catch that breath. I love my Luca boyfriend. Luca. Okay, next. 1 minute, guys. 2, 1, 45 seconds here in our hop movers. Lose 15 seconds. At the very least, you hold on to that previous intensity. Side to side. Again, we can take it into that butt kicker, a little bigger range of motion, like we were practicing for dry try. Less than 15. 5. And tap squats. 45 seconds of them. Again, it's not a quick squat. But it is constant motion. Catch that breath. Even though we're squatting, we could still have a conversation with our neighbor. As in, whatever child's invading your space, or the cat, whoever seems to be hanging out. We're gonna go all out. You guys ready? Begin. Turn it around. Come on, drive those knees. Shift that body forward, shoulders stay over the wrists. Stop bouncing and start just working those legs. You guys are machines. 15 seconds. In 5. And walk it out, guys. 30 seconds. Walk it out. Last round is going to be 30 seconds of each. Just needs 90 seconds to go to our flexibility block. Who's excited about the last round? Me, 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 me. Okie dokes, guys, 30 seconds. You can do it. In 2, 1, begin. Last time with these hop overs. Let's make them the best. Shift your body weight into your hands and hop. Come on, guys, drive. 30 seconds. Come on, come on. 2, 1, and tap squats. We got 30 seconds here in base. $15. And running man right into it, guys. This is the final all out, 30 seconds. Again, we're not bouncing ourselves up and down. We're keeping those shoulders stable, just driving those knees, using the lower abdominals. 15. Press them if you got them. Five seconds. And done. Oh, Nelly. Let's go ahead and pause this. We're gonna get out of the full screen. I'm gonna stop that share. Hey, everybody. So let's start standing up so we can get some good, I know, Bev, stand up, stand up. We're gonna start standing up to get some good hamstring flexibility. What I want you guys to do is called a rag doll. We're gonna inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, swan dive it all the way down. The upper body is just gonna hang heavy. If we'd like to, we can always take the right hand to the left elbow. Left hand crosses behind. And we let the chin come towards the chest. Let the upper body hang. So now bending the knees ever so slightly, just as much as we need to get those ribs to connect to the thighs. Keeping the arms here, we are now going to start to think about lifting the hips to the sky and keeping the ribs attached to the legs. Shift the body weight in towards the toes. Lift the hips a little bit more. Let the upper body sink. Do not let those ribs come up off those thighs. Release the arms out. Take the hands to the backs of the thighs, the calves, even the backs of the feet. Tuck the chin to the chest. Roll the body weight forward. Lift those hips a little bit higher. One vertebrae at a time. We're going to roll it all the way up. We're going to step that left foot forward. I'm going to move my bench a little bit. We're going to step that left foot forward about 2 to 3 feet ahead. We're going to railroad those feet. What does that mean? It means they're running parallel with one another, still about hip distance apart. Really press that right heel back, but squeeze the right hip forward. 2 hips in one line. Extend the arms out like we're getting ready to grab the rower handle, pull the belly button in. Inhale, we reach. You're going to reach a point you can't fold anymore. And then we take the hands to the thighs, the shins, the fingers, to the foot, or to the floor. Make sure this left heel is down. Make sure this left hip is squeezing around. Chest is open. Spine is long. Chin to the chest. Top of the hair to the top of the foot. Again, it's all about shifting the weight forward. Thinking about lifting through the back side of the body as we squeeze the inner thighs together. Roll it up 1 vertebrae at a time. Take the hands to the hips, step the left foot back and the right foot forward. Again, find that alignment. Railroad feet. Tuck the tailbone underneath. Belly button in, shoulders back and down, arms out. Big breath in, grow long through the spine. Reach, reach, reach until we can't reach anymore. Hands to thigh to shin or fingers to the floor. Squeeze the inner thighs together, though we have a zipper from the kneecaps working its way up. You know, ladies, like when you get one of those weird dresses that has a zipper in it, you can't get the zipper to go all the way down your legs, and you're just trying to pull them together a little bit more. Or gentlemen, I don't know, maybe you wear zipper dresses as well. No judgment here. Roll it up 1 vertebrae at a time. Step that left foot forward to meet the right. We are going to go down to the ground. Make sure you have room to go back. Inhale, circle sweep it up. Exhale, swan dive to the floor. Bending through the knees if we need to, fingertips to the earth. Go ahead and step that right foot back as far back as it goes. Right knee comes to the ground, we untuck the toes. Inhale that chest up, hands to thigh. Reach those fingers all the way up to the sky and look up towards the ceiling. Feel the opening from the kneecap, through the hip flexor, through the ribs, through the chest. If we add that little baby back bend. We're going to come here into a twist. Fold it over, right hand plants, left arm lifts. Bring those left fingers down to the outside of the left foot. Bring the left knee back to meet the right. High knee meets heels, child's pose. Inhale it forward, shoulders over wrists in the kneeling plank. Exhale, lower it down. Keeping those hands right underneath the shoulders, relax through the legs. Inhale through baby cobra. It's cool with our spine, we can lift a little bit taller. Exhale, release it back. Inhale through kneeling plank, exhale all the way back to child's pose. Walk those hands over to the right hand side, extending that left arm as far as possible, right hand caps on top. Walk it back through midline. Shift it forward, this time stepping the right foot between the hands. And inhale the chest up into our lunge. Maybe even raising those arms to the sky. So when we start to add the baby back bend, we still have to press the hips forward. We're not arching through the tailbone, but instead tucking underneath, lifting everything up and open. Exhale, fold it down, left hand to the inside of the right foot. Right arm up, we twist. Exhale, bring those fingers down. Right knee is going to come back to meet the left. High knee meets heels, child's pose. Inhale it forward, shoulders over wrists to a kneeling plank. Exhale, lower it all the way down. This time we're going wide-legged cobra. So open up those legs. Again, if it's uncomfortable in the back, you can always bring the feet back towards one another or reduce that range of motion. Inhale, press through those hands and we lift. Again, it may be a little more on the lower back, and we may need to find ourselves with those hands a little bit more narrow. Just remember, the shoulders are rolling back and down. Press the pelvic bone down. And release. Bring those knees back to normal distance. Inhale through kneeling plank. Exhale back to child's pose. Walk the hands over to the left. Good stretch through that right hand side body. Pull the body away from the hand. Pull the hip over the heel. Walk it back through midline. Go ahead and shift it into our all fours position. Tuck the toes underneath, lift the hips and drop the heels, downward facing dog. Press the heels deep into the ground. Open through the chest. Stretch out through the armpits. We're gonna take one hand hold back from where we are and press through those hands once more, pressing those heels a little bit closer towards the ground. Now with a baby step with those feet, come towards those hands. Can we keep those hands? Can we keep those heels down? Can we keep those legs straight? I assume you know what's coming next. The hands walk back a little bit more. Heels down, hands down, legs straight, chest open. At some point, now walk your feet forward. We may not be able to do this anymore, and that's okay. Your body's just not there right now, and that's fine. Working on your own range of motion, your own flexibility. If we have to tent those fingers, so be it. I'd rather those heels be down and those legs be as straight as possible. Go and walk the hands closer, walk the feet closer, till we find ourselves with our hands right on tops of our feet. Go ahead and tuck the chin to the chest, roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Roll the shoulders back and down, big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Round of applause for yourself. Round of applause for your neighbors.